Hi, it's Code Weaver here. We're back to play some New Year's games. First game of 2021. Boy, I am going to be writing down the wrong date forever. Alright, so we are going to do a little bit of Sherlock Holmes and the Devil's Daughter because we last left this sort of mid-game at the beginning of case 3, I believe. And so I don't know what we're getting into. Let's just find out. Let me get the right window open here. Here we go. So let's hit continue and find out where we're going from here. Now it's been a while since I last played this. I guess a couple of weeks. The last case we solved involved a tinkerer who managed to well, okay, first of all, spoilers. You don't want to be in this game if you intend to play this game, but that should be evident from the kind of game it is, being a Sherlock Holmes thing. So in any case, last we had a tinkerer who managed to use a curse in order to or the stories of a curse, and his own skills at manipulating sort of steampunky mechanical robotics to get away with a murder. If I recall, it had something to do with covering up, at least partially due to covering up a financial problems. I don't actually recall, now that I come to think about it, with the Archaeological Institute. I'm a little vague on the details, but that's all right, because these cases do appear to be at least marginally independent, and if they come up as important in this case, then we'll cross that bridge. So here we go. Okay, so I saved just after the case started, so let's review. Find out more information about Orson Wilde. Now, hang on a second. Let me just make sure my audio is working for this, because I'm not 100% sure it is. Let's go and... yeah, we should be getting audio off of that, and we're not. So, my general Windows audio is working. So what we're going to do is we're going to bail out of this game. We're going to restart it because I did change my audio configuration sort of post-launch of this game, and maybe this game didn't pick it up. I haven't done anything in the game yet, so it does not matter. Wouldn't mind if it got around to launching, though. There we go. There we go. Now I have audio. Now I'm just going to verify this by throwing on my spare set of headphones where I get all sorts of my own voice echo, which is incredibly distracting. Yeah, we have got audio from the game. I can totally hear audio in the game. It is, however, a little on the loud side, I'm honest. So I'm going to turn that down just a bit, at least the music. So let's find out what it sounds like in-game with the voices, because that's the most important bit in this. The narration and characters. Oh, good heavens. I am exhausted today. Well, New Year's Day, you know how it is. Oddly enough, I did stay up till midnight, and why that's oddly enough is because I don't know. Not really big for ringing in the new year. I guess unless I'm, with a bunch of friends, I guess I can kind of do it for their sake, but I don't really. Anyway, doesn't really matter why I don't. But night I did, or last night I did. So I rang in the new year with everyone else from the safety of my own home. Of course, everybody else wasn't in the safety of my own home because then it wouldn't be safe. Yes, I am slightly babbling.
Oh, come on, Toby. Your soap bath couldn't have been as bad as that.
Once again, potato chips are the snack of the day. Kettle corn Or, what is it here? Kettle brand potato chips, sea salt and vinegar. They're the sort of thicker boiled chip variety. Got a really good salt and vinegar on it too. And again, seeing as this is not my day job, I have no problem. I have no problem eating potato chips at you. So here we go. Well, let's review, because that's what I was going to try to do before I had to sort out the audio issues. Find out more about Orson Wilde. An American star of the stage visits Sherlock Holmes in order to study for his new role, when a curious incident in the nighttime throws the pair into a case. What will this unusual duo discover? Fair enough. Let's go to those notes. Wherever the heck they were. Here we go. All right. Letter from Dr. West. I don't know when I got this one, but writing to inform you that our most recent patient, Mr. Bernard Marley, is now eligible for treatment B. He will suppress his current nightmares as ravings of a curse and his fear of dying by spear. With our up-to-date treatment techniques, we guarantee you'll find peace quite soon. We have a current success rate of 90%. Thank you for choosing Bedlam Asylum. Sincerely, Dr. Herbert West. If I'm not mistaken... come on, really? Dr. Herbert West. That name sounds familiar. Is a doctor that Mayor Harvey Dent sees in Batman's Elseworlds comic miniseries, The Doom That Came to Gotham. He's also the main character in H.P. Lovecraft's story, Herbert West Reanimator. So definitely a Lovecraft inspired comment here. That's not from in the game. Just looked it up in Wikipedia. So, Dr. Fisher. Sherlock Holmes, it's Dr. Reuben Fisher. Do you remember me? Oh, this is from, oh, sorry, this is actually from case 1, so this isn't relevant to what we're doing now. And this is from case 2. This is a leftover from the last case, where Dr. Bernard Marley, he suffered from delusions that a curse was going to get him, and was in the vault in the. He made mechanical monstrosities that were part of that case. So, well, not monstrosities, but anyway, it doesn't matter. Mechanical golems, I guess. Anyway, here we go. That's interesting. Not terribly pertinent to the case.
I can always consult with it if needed.
Right, those are all the archives. Probably not a lot to do here, so I think we're probably going to have to head out.
It would be better to examine Wilde's belongings before he returns.
Oh, his belongings, huh? I don't remember where his belongings got put. Oh, unless they were put in one of the rooms. Yeah, here we go.
Wilde truly has a perfect disguise kit. Do actors really need all this?
You're one to speak, Holmes. You've been able to do disguises during this game. Alright.
This must be grease paint.
Yeah, alright. So we got grease paint.
Face powder of an excellent quality.
Fair enough. Anything I can do with this? This just looks like a typical brush. Nothing too seriously weird, except for that symbol, maybe. Sort of a... Yeah, I'm not sure what that means exactly, but okay. Now, one of these keys, there it is, T, takes us into a mode where we can often spot things that other people don't. But that's not helping us here.
Oh, Wilde's already making himself at home.
I don't think there's anything else in particular.
would be better to examine Wilde's belongings before he returns.
Oh yeah, okay, but what other belongings are we talking about here? That's my desk. I'll just verify there's nothing there, but
It's useful for my work.
here we go. No, that's my makeup table. Being able to fiddle with my appearance, which by the way we should do because this is we are totally fixing this. Dear Stalker, but we're gonna go with the glasses. That's been my thing. Let's go beardless today. But that has nothing to do with the case. Let's just move on. I did the grease paints.
Ah, Wilde's already making himself at home.
Not sure what else I'm supposed to deduce from this, but there seemed to be anything else of importance, and I agree. All right, but well, I'm stumped. That's it. Stream over. Don't know where to go from here. No, I'm totally kidding. But this is a little bit
It would
weird.
be better to examine Wilde's belongings before he returns.
Hmm. Okay, what is it that I am missing that I need to identify?
Ah, Wilde's already making himself at home. My archive. Oh, come on, Toby. Your soap buff couldn't have been as bad as that.
Okay. Kind of stumped. That's no longer a thing that I can look at. That, I mean,
A map of London and its surroundings.
has been useful in the past. I can't leave my set of rooms here, but I can't identify anything that seems to be pertinent to letting me go out the door and find things. Let me
It
out.
would be better to examine Wilde's belongings before he returns.
All right. Where is my journal? There it is. Oh, wait a minute. More information. That does suggest looking in the right archive.
My archive. I can always consult. My archive. I can always consult. My archive. I can always consult with it if needed.
I kind of hope that one of my archives would be about like famous people and or actors.
My archive. I can always consult with it.
Hey guys, what am I missing?
This must be grease paint. This must be grease paint. This must be grease paint.
Alright. Nothing interesting there. Thank you.
I use the same brushes for makeup.
Alright.
I forgot my hat. Father?
I'm just checking,
You've got something on your face. Is it makeup?
it might be. Practicing my disguises, you know me.
So yeah, apparently I have a daughter in this one. Only not a daughter.
No, don't touch that! No!
The child of someone I apparently did wrong to.
Mrs. Hudson, with our tea.
Not quite. We have a visitor. However, the lady is not so much angry as perplexed.
Good day to you, gentlemen. My name is Mary Sutherland. I have come to you, Mr. Holmes, because I would give everything I have to know what has become of Mr. Hosmer Angel.
Why the haste, Miss Sutherland?
Mr. Hosmer Angel has disappeared, and my father, Mr. Winterbank, will do nothing. It makes me so angry.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so yeah, I'm apparently taking care of the little girl as if she were my daughter, and the daughter doesn't know that I'm not technically her father, but okay. So.
Mr. Windybank is your stepfather, surely, since the name is different?
Indeed, I call him father, although he is barely older than myself.
And your mother is alive?
Oh yes, although I wasn't best pleased when she married again, and so soon after father's death, and to a man so much younger than herself.
Okay.
Do you have your own income?
I do, from an inheritance. It was left to me by my Uncle Ned in Auckland.
Then you have all that you could wish for, naturally.
Well, I live at home, and don't wish to be a burden to my family, so they have the use of the money.
What is your connection with Mr. Hosmer Angel?
I met him at the gasfitter's ball. Mr. Winterbank did not wish for me and Mother to attend. He never did wish us to go anywhere, but this time I was quite set on it. Fortunately, he left for France upon some business, and so didn't have any say in it. And I met Mr. Angel that night. We met again after that and would take walks together, but then Father returned, and we could no longer meet.
Why was your stepfather
Why
against
was
it?
your stepfather against your going anywhere?
Well, he didn't like anything of that sort. He used to say that a woman should be happy in her own family circle.
Boo.
Did Mr. Hosmer Angel make no attempt to see you?
Well, Father was going off again in a week, and Hosmer wrote and said that it would be better for us not to see each other until Father had gone. After that, he stopped writing.
Where does Mr. Angel live?
I don't know exactly. I address all of his letters to the Leadenhall Street Post Office for collection.
Huh.
Were you engaged?
Oh yes, Mr. Holmes. Right after the first walk that we took.
Is there anything else that you can tell me about Mr. Angel?
He is a very shy man. He would rather walk with me in the evening, so as to be discreet. I put a missing persons notice in last Saturday's Chronicle. Here's a copy, and a letter from him.
Haha, a love letter. Yes, I see. As I anticipated, this validates my deductions perfectly.
What deductions, Mr.
Mr. Wilde. Holmes, tell her.
Oy, I already don't like this guy. Alright, so this is where we do sort of character analysis, of which I've had some success and some failure, but let's find out. First of all, bruises on her nose, probably from glasses. Yep. Brooch of some sort. I don't get it's because she's flashy as such. Well dressed, but she's certainly not flamboyant, like not in her behavior anyway. Okay, I'm gonna go with she's rich for the moment. That's more of a character analysis. No! Please let me go back in here and... oh, thank goodness. Ooh, I thought I had an interface fail there for a moment and accidentally skipped forward. Okay, so we can move down across her personage to try to find a ring. I'm going to say family heirloom. They were just dating. She probably would have brought up... I mean, she was willing to divulge all of this, which could get her in trouble if it got back to her father. She would be willing to announce, I think, that she was already engaged. Unless she was engaged to somebody already that her father approved of it, then that should have come in the conversation as well. So I'm going to guess family heirloom. Mismatched shoes. Didn't notice the boots because of her spectacles. Fair enough. No, imprecise portrait. Alright. Well, I mean, that's not surprising. I do occasionally screw stuff up. So maybe she is flashy?
Mr. Holmes, what do you think about the letter on the table? Do you think it might help?
Alright. Public notice. A disappearance. A gentleman by the name of Mr. Hosmer Angel has mysteriously vanished. Mr. Angel is around 5 feet 7 inches in height, a strong build with a sallow complexion. He is black-haired with bushy side whiskers and a mustache. He's likely to be wearing tinted spectacles. On last sighting, Mr. Angel was dressed in black silk frock coat with a black waistcoat and gray Harris tweed trousers. He is known to have been employed in an office on Leadenhall Street. If you are in possession of any information, please come forward. There will be a reward for any help given in finding this gentleman. Fair enough. And this letter. My dear love, please don't worry your sweet head. Do you believe that I would say anything to your family who understand nothing of love? We had a wonderful time together, didn't we? While your father was in France. Such a short time, but it was enough for me to know that you are my life. I want to spend every minute from now with you. I wish that were possible. I love you very much, and I'm waiting for the moment when your stepfather leaves once more upon his travels so we can meet again. But I suppose it could have been an engagement ring. Oops.
This is strange. The love letter is typewritten.
That's an interesting point. I have to stop thinking like a gamer where I expect all such letters to be sort of typewritten for the game interface. The game has been pretty good about the use of props, so I should have spotted that. Like, they would literally have written it out as you know, handwritten text for the sake of the props in the game. It didn't even occur to me that this wasn't representative. So, okay, so typewritten note. Fair enough. Look at that. We can actually use the I see things others don't vision.
Good quality paper, quite smooth. Fairly common ink, nothing special.
All right. No, no. Okay.
We had a wonderful time together, didn't we, while your father was in France? I'm waiting for the moment when your stepfather leaves once more. Miss Sutherland only met with Hosmer Angel while the stepfather was absent.
Curious though, look that we use. Have I misunderstood something? We have father here and stepfather down here, which seems like a curious discontinuity. Because I may not be totally awake right now, but no part of that story suggests that there was both a father and stepfather, unless I've just completely missed the plot here. Alright. No. Don't want to skip, thank you.
Hosmer Angel decided not to leave his signature. Let's study this letter more closely. There are some letters with typographical defects. Miss Sutherland, do you have any other letters from Mr. Angel?
Unfortunately not. But I brought my father's letter from Paris. Here it is.
We're finding the ampersand.
The stepfather's
no.
letter
All
is
right.
also typewritten.
Note the signature on this one. Alright.
I hope that you'll be an obedient girl. Take my advice. Stay at home.
Dear Mary, I'm taking the opportunity to send you these few lines in the hopes that they will find you and your mother in good health. France is a nice country to look at, but it's the same as everywhere. There are rogues here who deceive and mistreat their women. Men nowadays are so dishonorable, you won't think twice to break your heart. I hope that you'll be an obedient girl and look after your mother, and that you'll take my advice, stay at home. I will be back before long. Your father. So, I mean, if we were to assume there's something nefarious just in this alone, we could say that the father did something to do away with the suitor, Hosmer Angel, typewrote a note as if it were from Hosmer and gave it to his daughter. But, I mean, that's one plausible path, but we would have to find evidence, because so far there isn't. The fact that they're both typewritten is weird for a personal note, but...
Miss Sutherland's stepfather's signature. Stepfather is trying to keep the daughter at home.
I guess the use of stepfather and father maybe isn't a big deal. I don't know.
Quite common paper with a light yellow tint.
Different quality of paper.
Fairly common ink, nothing special. Let's study this letter more closely.
But there is that same broken lettering on the ampersand.
There are some letters with typographical defects. Both letters have typographical defects. They merit further attention.
So the ampersand is a problem. We also had a K.
This letter has a defect. It's the same letter with the same defect in both instances. One more letter with a defect. Another letter match with the same defects.
Consider that one to be a defect. That's all right. There we go.
One more letter with a defect. Another letter match with the same defects. So, based on the specific defects, we could say that these letters were composed on the same typewriter.
I think this case is fairly obvious, don't you, Mr. Holmes?
What else can I tell you?
Alright. There's definitely a connection between these two, for example. Not necessarily one person on a single typewriter, but at least the same typewriter. Alright. More clues. I think different boots are just because of her eyesight, but no, okay, there's no connection there. There is a connection between these two. Okay, we knew that. I'm not sure what the connection here is, but for some reason Hosmer Angel met only Mary when her father was away on business trips. Mary's father was unaware of the relationship with Hosmer Angel. Hosmer Angel was a reticent and shy man who did not want to cause trouble for Mary. I think this is more strange behavior at this point. Don't know about shy. Is there a connection between these two, maybe? Or had the opportunity to socialize with her stepfather's knowledge. Well, okay, that's a connection. And that gets us from the strange behavior. Mary's stepfather lied. He didn't take his business trip, and he found out that Mary was disobeying him. Mary's stepfather took his business trip, which gave Mary the opportunity to secretly meet with Hosmer Angel. Well, that would fall in line with my supposition that the father wrote both letters. But that's still a stretch. I don't really have any evidence. So it took his business trip, which gave Mary the opportunity. But we have to start, I think, with this. So they don't think simply being away is enough. I don't think it's any. Is there any connection here? Why would this be a connection? Family had an interest in Mary remaining. Ah, right, of course. And Mary remaining signal as they have access to her inheritance. Mary and his stepfather trusted one another. Mary told her to remain at home as her stepfather believed it would be better for her. Well, under the assumption that the father is misbehaving, this would make more sense. In the letter, maybe. I mean, we've obviously got a theme of costumery and hidden identities in this already with the actor. I mean, has nothing to do with the logic of the case. The thing that bugs me about this is I don't see any reason necessarily for for the stepfather to see, that's a weird way to put that, because here's the thing. It wouldn't matter if she's close to home if she gets married and has a family of her own and takes, her inheritance with her. So then why would the stepfather pretend to be someone else? I mean, what he could do is, he could pretend to be Mr. Angel and then pretend to break the daughter's heart so that she learns a lesson and stays away from all men, or most men anyway, and he basically captures her effectively, into the family bubble indefinitely, that way. But if that were the case, why have a mysterious vanishing? What you would want to do is have Mr. Angel suddenly decide that he no longer wants to have anything to do with her and break her heart on purpose. A vanishing is only going to make her curious, so that would be a really stupid way to try to teach her the lesson, because she's just going to be curious, and she's certainly not going to think that he abandoned her, or that he abandoned her. So that doesn't make sense, and it doesn't make sense for him to invent a suitor who is genuine, because that's not going to get access to her money. Obviously he couldn't keep up the pretense. Something about this really bugs me. It may be the way the game intends me to play this, but see, now here's a different angle. Mr. Arthur Angel was a crook who was hired by Mr. Windibank to keep his stepdaughter and her money close to home. Mr. Angel was required and then disappeared. Even if Miss Sutherland has told the truth about Mr. Angel, she will not believe. She loves him too much. She will never accept the reality. I'm missing something. I'm missing something really big in terms of the motivation here, because there's no reason to invent this guy if he's going to vanish. Okay, so, I guess a stepfather could think, get her involved with him, have him vanish off the face of the earth, and have her deduce that she left him, or have her brokenhearted that he vanished without a trace. And maybe he doesn't expect his daughter to be curious enough to, go to all the trouble of contacting Holmes. Just sort of accept the fact that he'd wandered off. But then, really, why not just explicitly write a letter saying on no uncertain terms, I don't love you anymore, or I found someone else, or I have to run away, or whatever. A letter would make it far more convincing without raising your curiosity. Unless the stepfather is just, genuinely stupid. Maybe he's playing a long game and figures, if he strings this out long enough, she'll wait around for him. Oh, there we go. She'll wait around for him and not search anyone else out. Right? Because they're enamored enough that she would wait for him, and if any other suitors came along, there we go, then she would sort of turn them down because she's waiting for the one that she thinks is... Okay, that makes more sense. Alright, so maybe it's no more mystery than that. Oh, hey, Majeric, welcome back. Yes, good morning. I have run out of bubbly carbonated beverage, and that makes me sad. Well, maybe I'll order pizza tonight and have some bubbly stuff delivered. In any case, I'm not making a coffee run just this minute. I might do it in the afternoon. Right, so I think I'm going to go with the bad eyesight angle. It's not cause of any of this. And it doesn't really change whether or not Hosmer Angel is an independent person. You could argue that it's compatible with the bad eyesight, because if she has bad eyesight, she might not notice a good costume, like a good getup, right? But the problem is just because it connects to the bad eyesight doesn't logically mean that the bad eyesight was what caused this chain of events. It just means it's something that Mr. Windibank could exploit. Unfortunately, that doesn't increase the likelihood that Mr. Windibank is exploiting in that particular way. So, you know, this is one of those things where we've got something that is sufficient to explain which direction this goes, but not necessary. That distinction between sufficiency and necessity is important here. Like, from a game perspective, I would look at this and say this connects more things, so this might be the right reason. From a logic perspective, the bad eyesight has no bearing on this whatsoever, except to explain how this angle is even plausible. So I'm kind of torn, because the metagamer in me is tempted to say this must be the right one because it connects up to more things. That just doesn't logically follow, however. Now, let's just for giggles say that Mary and his stepfather trusted one another. Mary was told to remain at home as the stepfather believed it would be better for her. Now, if we went this direction, the liar angle can't connect up. Maybe the away angle still connects up? No. So, from that point of view, game again is from a metagaming perspective, the profit motive is the only one that connects anything. Yeah. Yeah, I do not like how this has been put together, because I'm tempted to just answer this just to be defiant to the game a little bit. Yeah. This is the one that connects all of the available facts, but one of the facts isn't relevant. It just makes this plausible, and that's gives me another avenue, but it doesn't tell me which of the avenues is correct. That's sort of what I'm getting at. Oh hell. This is probably the way the game wants me to go. So, I'm gonna just suck it up and be annoyed at the way this has been presented. But I'm going to now go with the moral issues between these two here. So we've got a hide the truth. It will cause Mary a great deal of distress. She is told the true identity. Tell the truth. Mary's son-in-law is an honest and gentle young lady. She should be allowed to live her own life. She does not deserve to be deceived. That's instantly, given the upper level choice that I just made, this is the only choice. I'm not into hiding the truth. It would have to be a very compelling argument beyond into the extremes of exceptions in order not to tell someone the truth. I just don't believe in that sort of thing. So I'm going to go with this. This gives Mary Sutherland all of her agency. So there we go. Yep, absolutely. Not even a question on that one.
You should try to let Mr. Hosmer Angel vanish from your memory, as he has done from your life.
Then you don't think I'll see him again?
I fear not.
Then what has happened to him?
Your stepfather married your mother for her money, and also enjoyed the use of your income. But with your personal advantages, it was clear that you would not remain single for long, even with him keeping you at home. He disguised himself and reappeared as Mr. Hosmer Angel. He brought you as far as the church door, and then conveniently slipped away, to bring you to this conclusion in such a dramatic manner that it would leave a permanent impression upon your mind. You have been cruelly tricked, Miss Sutherland.
Oh, Mr. Holmes. No, I can't believe it. But we were engaged.
Was an engagement ring.
It's horrible to think about.
Maybe I missed that in the
Thank
openers.
you for all you have done,
But that's
Mr.
possible.
Holmes, you could have been more diplomatic.
No, I couldn't. Okay, could have had better bedside manner, I'll grant you, but it wasn't going to change what I was going to do. All right. Some evidence for... Okay, yeah. We already know about that.
What is going on?
Oh, hello. Oh, we've had a break-in.
Mr. Holmes, is everything all right?
Oh my god. Go back to your flat and stay there with Ken. It's ticking.
Okay. I think that implies I should get the bejesus out of here. It's actually come in the window and not out. Come on, let me out of the interface, please. Is there a... Okay, maybe I actually have to deal with it then. We've been locked into this now. All right then. That was the wrong choice. Fortunately, the game is allowing me to step right back into this. Yes, let's move away, please. Let's just... Can we... How do I do the move away thing? Oh, select action. Oh, weird. So I tried to move away and it blew up. So, okay, I'll examine it.
I see wires inside. They could be connected to the cover.
Oh, yes, okay, that makes sense. Okay, I misinterpreted... That was me misinterpreting what the intention of the game was. Okay, so that's fine, but that makes sense. Make it really difficult to open this thing. So... I'm gonna have to... Yeah, okay. Interesting. Okay, well, let's take a look inside. I'm apparently a bomb defusal unit now. That's alright. I played more than a bit of...
I'm a secret admirer. I have 2 minutes to defuse it.
What is it? Don't Stop Talking and Nobody Explodes, whatever that game is. Absolutely lovely multiplayer game, but let's just, right, let's...
Aha! This solenoid. If it loses its power supply, it will close contact between the secondary chain wires and the bomb will explode.
So I can't disconnect that yet.
Aha! This solenoid protects the bomb from being easily...
Oh, sorry, I already
Its
did that one. What about
a
this?
package with explosive material. There are wires going in and out. It's useless to predict how they might be tangled up inside.
Okay.
A source of electricity for the detonation.
Probably what I want to do then. Okay. I'm being sloppy because I'm tired and haven't woken up this morning. Apparently the caffeine hasn't kicked in yet. Alright, think about this a minute.
The wires
Alright.
attached to the bell and hammer. When the alarm triggers, the bomb will explode.
Oh, hang on. And the clue here...
This solenoid protects the bomb from being easily diffused. If it loses its power supply, it will close contact...
It was right there. It was right freaking there in the description. Cutting the power would cause... It's a dead man switch in electronics form. It makes perfect sense you design a bomb this way. You'd make it so you couldn't just cut the power supply. That would actually close the solenoid. Generating just enough of a spark, I guess, to cause it to explode anyway. Okay.
There are wires attached to the bell and hammer. When the alarm...
It's a little hard to see here, but one of these wires leads to the bell. So I guess I want to cut... So that one runs out to the back. That one runs to the solenoid. I think it's that one I want to cut because that one actually runs from the bell to the actual plastic explosive or TNT or whatever it is. That's the backup to causing it to explode by using a solenoid to close the gap. But I'm not going to cut the power supply. I just want to cut the one to the bell. Which one is actually going to the bell? I guess it has to be that one. Well, this is not clear at all. Oh well. Time to try that one. Nope. This time I claim I'm being confused by the way the graphics are laid out in this. But this is starting to make it look like I'm just cutting wires at random, and I assure you that's not my intention. Okay. Let's just skill that triggered. Let's alright, so let's pick this up. It's a hammer to the solenoid. Well, okay, so if I cut this, okay, so maybe if the bell's design, the bell hammer design is running into the solenoid, which I guess that's kind of implying. That means that when the clapper hits the bell, or the hammer hits the bell, it's going to trigger the solenoid to cause it to explode, which implies that this is the only wire that really matters. Well, why not? Let's give it a shot.
Whew.
So, okay. But then that implies I could probably get rid of that one, right? Because... Right, okay. I don't know why I would have to cut either of the rest of these, though. Because, I mean, I don't have the power supply. The solenoid isn't going to trigger. It's not going to go through the solenoid that way. Well, maybe that one? Oh, I guess these are to the individual pieces of dynamite. Alright. I mean, I do like that they tried to have a bomb defusal thing in there. I think the graphics were not totally clear. But alright, that's fine. Totally cool.
Kill me? What for?
I don't believe that you were the target.
Who then?
Mr. Holmes, are you alright? I saw the bloke. I tried to catch him, but he escaped.
Can you describe the man?
He was thin, about 5'5", with black hair and a hair lip.
Wiggins, tell us everything you saw.
Oh, it's
I
Wiggins.
was watching your place, so I thought maybe he's a client. But then he took something out of his jacket and threw it, smashing your window. I shouted at him and he took off. I grabbed him by the sleeve, but he wriggled out of his jacket and left it. I'm sorry I didn't catch him, Mr. Holmes.
We do have his jacket.
Very well, Wiggins. Now, let's take a look at that jacket.
Here it is.
Good job, Wiggins. Here's a penny.
Oh, thanks, Mr. Holmes.
I would not make a good Holmes, apparently. Alright. Okay, so we got a pocket knife. There we go.
JT are the owner's initials. Let's see what's inside.
There could be a hidden message that's been written with some lemon juice.
No, don't touch anything else. There are ink stains on this piece of paper. I could read the text with the help of my analysis table if Wilde hadn't already destroyed it.
Alright. Rally, Mohawks, bring out your axes and tell King George will pay no taxes on his foreign tea. His threats are vain, and vain to think, to force our girls and wives to drink his vile bohea? I do not know that word. Alright. Then rally, boys, and hasten on to meet our cheese at the Green Dragon. Okay. Odd.
A poem. But what does it mean?
This isn't a poem. It's a song called Rally Mohawks. That great moment when America rebelled against England's dominance. Then rally, boys, and hasten on to meet our chiefs at the Green Dragon. And I bet they hoisted a tankard of ale and invented a new nation. Along with deciding if this was the week they got dumped some tea into Yon Harbor.
Why ever did he keep such a song in his pocket?
All right. Is there nothing else that I can... Oh, hello.
The text with...
Yeah, right. Quickly take a look around. Holmes is super secret.
Who tried to kill me, Mr. Holmes?
Spectrovision or Thinky Vision or whatever the heck it is. All right, so what are our next tasks? Because find out who was behind the attempt on your life. Fine. JT, and a thin build, 5 foot 5 inches in height with black hair. He has a hair lip. Okay. Well. Well. Okay. Rally Mohawks, of course. Finding out the history of Rally Mohawks. I think is the wrong. Come on, brain. Historical song capturing the moment when the Americans rebelled against English domination. No, go away, bogus authentication thing. All right, boss. Boston Tea Party. December 16th, 1773. I don't have any information that far back. In case you're wondering, no, I don't know my American history extremely well because I'm not American, so suck it up. But I am aware of the event, and that's what I use Google for, to augment my poor understanding of everything in the world. So, no, the Green Dragon. How would I even? What would I even look that up under? History. There we go. Green Dragon Tavern. The Green Dragon Tavern was a public house used as both a tavern and a meeting place and was located on Union Street in Boston's North End. In the early 19th century, a number of replicas of the Green Dragon were opened across Europe. One of these is now located in London near the harbour in the district of Whitechapel. Okay, well, there we go.
Here it is. That's all I can do for now. Let's try and get a few hours of sleep.
How can you sleep when there is someone trying to kill me? How selfish.
Oh, get stuffed, you pompous shirt. All right. Any particular reason to come out here? No. Alright. This is for disguises, which I don't feel particularly the need. Although, I wonder... if I'm going to need to... hang on. Let's... People. Where's our people tab? Alright. Go out with a bit of a mustache in case it matters.
He's so funny.
Did you sleep well, Kate?
Very well, thank you, Father.
Is that wild? Whatever is he doing now?
He's transforming you into a legend.
Oh, silly man. Kate, what's the matter?
Well, I just came by to tell you that I'm going to the zoo with Alice. We'll be having lunch in town.
Okay.
The zoo? What on earth for?
Perhaps because it is my birthday.
Holmes, did you forget? Yeah, Holmes really wouldn't have a problem just sort of confessing that. He also wouldn't have a problem, too much of a problem lying about it if it suited his purpose, I suppose. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Less worried about this one, but all right.
I'm so sorry, Kate. With Wilde's visit, Look, here's some spending money. Go and treat yourself to a thing.
All right. I'll go then.
Kate.
You never do anything right.
All right. Come here.
I've had enough of you not caring about me.
I do care. I've just had a difficult night.
Yes, Alice told me about the bomb, but you wouldn't.
Kate, I
That's
only
not
want
cool,
to
dude.
protect you.
You don't understand anything. I wish Alice would adopt me.
Don't be ridiculous.
I don't know why my parents entrusted me to you. Did they really know you?
Kate, come back. Damn it. Such a waste. This Alice, I have an odd sense about her. It's as if she's playing with Kate's feelings. This would be a good opportunity to investigate Alice's flat while they're absent. And anyway,
So wrong room. Easy enough to arrange. I fully acknowledge I'm playing my own version of Holmes, so suck it up, historians. Or, well, literary geeks. I should reread the original stories. I had a great big book of Sherlock Holmes stories some time ago, and I don't know where it's gone to. Maybe it's buried on my shelf somewhere. Oh, right, this thing. Alright. I forget how to do this. Insert. I'm gonna have to go up 2 steps, not 1. No, I have to go up 3. I am thick.
there's no space for this lockpick.
Yeah. Slightly weird interface for this, but that's alright. Oh, right. I need to take that to the back. Right. And I also need to go up to 1, but insert that at the front. Right. So to do this, I need 3, but I need it in the front position, and then I need the 4 set into the back position. There we go. Naughty, naughty,
It appears
Mr.
that
Holmes.
Alice sleeps in this armchair, as uncomfortable as that must be.
Dear Miss, thank you for your most recent delivery of shirts for my cousin. They are marvelous. As I told you, this Saturday I shall be attending the wedding breakfast of my dear friend, so I need to look stunning. Please be sure to finish my dress by Friday at the latest, and I will send for it in the morning.
Alice has recently used this.
Rotate the dials to plot an entire path through the maze in order to open the casket. Alright, that's fine. That one... That path is blocked from that one. Which also means that one is blocked from that one, I think. Which means that what I really need to do... So that gets me from here to here. And it's the only one that works, which means I have to come in from this side. Which means that has to be rotated that direction. Which means that what I need is a path that goes from here to here. And I think the way I do that is with that. Because that gets me... No. There we go. Got it. My dear little Alice, if you read this letter, then that means I'm no longer in this world and that my illness has defeated me. Please try not to be sad, dear, for I've lived a good life. My only regret now is that you are alone and you will be sent to live with who knows who, an unknown family. I do not trust the institutions who behave so cruelly towards your father. But please take courage, my dear angel. You know the secrets which allow you to speak to with the souls of the dead, so we may talk soon. Your aunt. Alright.
Alice's childhood was spent with her aunt, until the aunt's death.
Dear Alice, thinking of you has made me remember the past. As you well know, I was always a worrier. Every time that you were sent to live with yet another family, I hoped you would be happy. But people are cruel, aren't they? It angers me to think of you, so miserable in every home, being considered more as a servant rather than a member of the family. You suffered so much. But I'm happy now to congratulate you on your 21st birthday. Now all your horrors are behind you. You are grown and independent and a beautiful woman, and I wish you all the life that you deserve with all the happiness that's possible. Your friend, Anna.
Alice was unhappy with all of her adopted families.
Alright. He wakes early despite the fact that the lamp in his room glows in the small hours. He provides a street urchin with work. I believe the boy's name to be Wiggins. His friend, Dr. Watson, is always nearby. They seem very close. He's respected by Inspector Lestrade, though he never works with the police. Kate is so sweet and honest and naive, but Mr. Holmes doesn't spend much time with her.
She's spying on me.
Well, we kind of knew that.
A photograph's in it.
Okay. Holmes, you are a sloppy crook because Alice is going to know you've been in here.
It looks as though Alice has not slept here for a long time.
So she has another place to go.
A soothing drug to aid sleep.
But not a soothing drug to aid sleep here. So why is it here? If this were her own personal use, it would be where she sleeps.
It has no smell.
Well, in for a penny, in for another penny.
It has a bitter taste. No smell, bitter taste. It's a tincture of barbiturate.
Drugging someone, okay.
Alice prepared a gift for Kate. She remembered her birthday. Women are good at that sort of thing.
Riley Holmes, well, he was famously a bit of a misogynist, so... Right.
Sarah de Bouvier is Alice's mother. Strange.
Yeah, okay, so... Apparently she has the ability to speak with the dead. Dear Miss Bouvier, I wanted to inform you that your rental contract has been prepared. You can come collect it whenever convenient, any evening of the week. And this is from Mrs. Hudson. So this is for the rental contract for here. All right. Name and surname, Alice Floella Hamilton, 1867. When born, September 10th, 1867, 3:05 p.m. Where born, Port of Spain, Trinidad. Certified copy of the entry of birth. So birth certificate, all right.
Full name is Alice Floella Hamilton. Alice used her mother's name to lease the flat.
Oh, is that what the consequence of that was? And I would have never noticed that. Ah, dear Miss Bouvier. Got it. There we go. There we go. That's the connection there that I did not spot that Holmes thankfully provided for me. Interesting.
Kate probably sleeps here.
All right. We have played the piano.
This lock is quite new.
Already have the key, thankfully. Sloppy crook. Like, we are going to get caught.
Oh my god.
Mrs. Hudson is not going to be happy.
The wheelchair is the same as the one in the photograph above.
Oh, her mother's wheelchair. So she's obsessed with her mother's death, or at least connects with her mother through her psychic arts, I guess.
Louis Napoleon Bonaparte.
Okay. Mass suicide leaves 27 dead at this could be fun in VR. Yeah. Well, I mean, so saith Majeric. Yeah, actually, I agree. There's been a couple of VR locked room things, which I'm sure obviously you know about Majeric, but this is sort of like a gigantic kind of locked room. I kind of agree. It'd be fun to have a Holmesian style detective game that enabled you to move around the space. To be able to unlock things, to be able to poke your nose into drawers and the like, basically be there doing the mystery. Be a great theme for any sort of VR game that didn't have guns, combat, and explosions involved. That's kind of why I like Phasmophobia, for example, and I've done that on the stream because I like the idea of not the VR part of it. The reason I do that is because I like the multiplayer aspect of it, but I appreciate that game is probably even more immersive in VR because it enables you to walk around the space, get a feel for being in the space, open the drawers yourself, open the doors yourself, sort of get into the world, and a mystery is a good way to get into the world because you're forced to literally engage with the environment. Anyway. Anyway, bodies of 27 people, including 4 children, have been discovered in... I have no idea how to pronounce that. Ceuta, Spain. I have no idea. Sorry for anybody who's Spanish. I'm butchering your place names. The deceased, who are members of the Veneration of the Dead, had consumed a soft drink laced with deadly cyanide and sedatives. Police were only able to save one young woman. Oh, Alice Hamilton, the lady who was unharmed yet deep in shock, remains unable to shed any light on this sad case. Oh. That's really weird. Alice seemed to be involved in this. Was this maybe where her mother died as well? I'm not sure. Wasn't Zacharias Greystoke?
Alice knows about Zacharias Greystoke, the victim from the bowling club.
I was about to say.
I solved that crime.
That means either we didn't solve the crime, or she's a fraud.
My distant ancestor, Horace Verney. My distant ancestor, Horace Verney.
Alright, so she's trying to contact the dead that are involved in my work.
William Hamilton. But I know him. He was a bandit who I arrested 20 years ago.
This is getting weirder and weirder. Interesting in us tying into past cases. So we have a phonograph cylinder taken. So give me we marked with specific icon. So I want to be able to find a use. All right. So I want to find a use. Thank you. Yes. Oh, use the other cylinder. There we go. It's not the one I wanted.
Alice
All right.
about Zacharias
Yes. Already did that one. No. Oh, hello. No, that was actually the one. I did not hear that. Please play that again. No. Oh. Wait.
Alice
What?
is talking with her father, William Hamilton. Alice is talking with her father, William
Okay.
Hamilton.
So the barbiturates and the sleeping aid from upstairs are probably not used for sleeping. They're probably used as part of the preparations for whatever her particular ritual is to go under and speak in tongues or do whatever it is that she does here.
Abraham Lincoln.
Okay, so clearly she speaks to the dead. Yes, we've sort of covered that.
My word, look at this setup. Alice practices spiritualism.
Whatever that means. All right.
Charles Darwin, English naturalist and geologist.
Really cool. She could talk to him.
Finished here, time to go.
Yes, quite. But just because I don't trust the game, I'm going to quickly walk around the room with my look close-o vision. No, nothing. All right. So that leads outside. Look close-o vision tells me nothing.
Kate probably sleeps here. It appears that Alice sleeps in this armchair, as uncomfortable as that must be.
So maybe that is to help her sleep.
Alice has
Alright, so, I mean, she could use that to make costumes, but it's not clear she does a lot of costumery herself. Okay. Alice Floella Hamilton, a young woman with an unusual hobby. It appears she believes in her ability to communicate with the dead. She works as a seamstress to earn her living. Okay, so that explains the dress and the contract. Or at least the letter. Her sleep is affected. She takes a drug that is a barbiturate. Alright, she's a secretive, adopting a false name to rent her rooms at Baker Street. Okay. Also hiding the fact that Sherlock Holmes has had arrested her father when she was still a small child. Interesting. think we're probably done here. William Hamilton was Alice's father, who was arrested by Sherlock Holmes and later died in 1880. Alright. I'm putting together the pieces way more slowly than I did the last two cases. I'm not connecting the dots myself as quickly as Holmes is feeding them back to me. An American star of the stage visits Sherlock Holmes in order to study... Oh, no, I've already done that. Disguise yourself as a bandit and obtain information about the attacker at the Green Dragon Tavern. Okay, and find out who is behind the attempt on your life. Okay, so this is where we have to go, and... Bandit is not going to be wearing a top hat, so... Let's go get another costume. I think it's time for a costume. Not with the glasses. No, none of these at all. Sure, why not? Go with the hair. Lip, face is disguised. There we go, bandit outfit. Huzzah, let us go. Actually, I wonder if we can talk to Mrs. Hudson. Is she on the presence? Because it'd be interesting to know what Mrs. Hudson has to say about leasing the place. Initial impressions, anything she might have caught.
What can I do for you, Mr. Holmes?
There we go. Death of a cock has resulted in 2 murders. The ensuing altercation led to Dick Merman, the gentleman accused of killing the aforementioned feathered fellow, receiving a fatal knife wound, and his father became running to his distance, being beaten to death. The Dubois brothers, the 2 men responsible for these terrible murders, have been since locked away at Scotland Yard. No idea why I managed to gather that piece of information at random, but okay. So, I am after... catching a lift. Is there anything actually that we can deduce at this point? Or I spoke with the reporters without Holmes's permission. Well, I mean, these are connected by him, but it doesn't appear that it's connected by... Orson looks exactly like Sherlock Holmes. The reporters didn't notice a substitution. So he's capable of actually looking like me. Space deselect. There we go. I mean, these two are connected by the fact that they're both about the table, so... Yeah, I don't know what I can deduce about that in particular yet. What about the reporters? So, the disguise obviously helped with this. So, here we have, Orson is a fine actor. Orson is obsessed. He makes sure to dress and behave in the same manner. He is definitely obsessed. At least by attitude. But there's nothing else that I think is particularly important here, so...
I have to be careful in this den of iniquity. Come on, Bobby, push back.
Hey, you, shut up!
Well done, Bobby. Adam.
I put a penny on Adam winning.
Bobby, I just put 5 pence on you.
Hey, you,
Tuppence
shut
on
up!
Adam.
Well done, Bobby.
Adam, come on, you're gonna win.
Bobby, I just put 5 pence on you.
Oh, I see. Alright.
Come on, Bobby.
It's the way out back to the docks.
Hey, you,
That's
shut up!
barber shop.
Tuppence on Adam.
I put a penny on Adam winning.
Bobby, I just put 5 pence on
Are
you.
both of these staircases blocked off? They are. How rude. I would have liked to have poked around. Oh, and that, no, that okay, so that leads out back to the city. And nothing else is relevant, so.
Come on, Bobby,
Alright,
push back.
onward we go. Kind of really craving a Diet Coke right about now. Where's the pity? I don't really feel like leaving my station, though. Don't have much vacation left, a couple of days at most. I'll have to spend my Sunday prepping for work, so this is about a few moments I have left to just enjoy what's left of my vacation.
I should be quiet so that I can listen to what people are saying.
Let's celebrate.
Bottoms
There's
up.
no one to eavesdrop on from here.
Let's celebrate.
Should lean near. I don't know why this is allowing me to do this.
Sod off.
That'll be why.
I drink to forget that I drink.
Alright. Oh hell. Oh hell. Rubbing tummy, chewing bubble gum at the same time. Patting head, rubbing tummy, whatever. You know what I mean?
There's
Not
an
too useful.
illegal gambling den.
Let's celebrate.
There's no one to eavesdrop on from here.
Bottoms up.
Let's try this. Ooh.
The attack on Holmes failed.
Backroom gambling.
Interesting. They have some kind of pass for getting inside.
I noticed Majerica has wandered out of the stream. Thanks for showing up, buddy. You'll probably not actually ever hear that, but
Bottoms up.
Scotland Yard dogs. Hey, Mug Hunter, what do you think you're doing? Get out of here. Let's celebrate.
well, if there's anything I can actually get from these guys, but let's try anyway.
Good beer. Strong.
Perhaps I should try.
I drink to forget that I drink.
Want a beer?
Bottoms up.
Yes, yes, they do, in fact.
Get out of here. Let's celebrate.
Okay. Again,
Nothing from here.
Bottoms up.
There's no one to eavesdrop on from here.
Let's celebrate.
not entirely sure how I'm meant to get in there, but
This is
I
Martin.
drink to forget that I drink. Bottoms up.
Scotland Yard dogs. Let's celebrate.
Cheers.
Bottoms up.
Talk to the keep. Oh, eavesdrop on the keep. All right.
The man with the air lip. He was afraid. He ran upstairs.
A man with a hair.
I'll drink to
He could be
forget
my
that I
attack.
drink.
Find a way to go upstairs.
Bottoms up.
Scotland Yard dogs. Let's celebrate.
Hey, what are you looking for? Get lost.
Let's celebrate. Want a beer?
Bottoms up.
Get out of
I
here.
need a refill.
Let's celebrate.
Is this gonna do me any good? Probably not.
Hey, what are you looking for? Get.
Oh.
Let's celebrate.
Hi, Majeric. Glad you're still in here. Yeah, the viewer count went down, but I guess I don't even know how that thing works. It took me a while to realize with any conclusive evidence that when there was one viewer, it was me, because I monitored the stream just for audio purposes on my other machine. So, but I didn't know if it would count me when I'm logged into my own. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Glad to see you still here.
Bottoms up.
I am not sure where to gather the information I need.
Let's celebrate.
No, I'm just running around like a bit of a fool. I need to identify a thing that I can use to sneak in upstairs. Can I do it from outside the building, maybe?
I'll drink to forget that I drink.
Oh, hello. There we go. Now I can listen in on him without being spotted. There we go. That was the thing that I missed.
Pour me a double. I'm going outside for a cigarette.
Some luck, I'll be able to nick his identifying card or whatever.
He has a pass. Steal it to gain entry.
Zing! Can I get these guys to maybe fight each other, or... No, it's just gonna be a straight pickpocket. Ooh, 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 okay. Ah! Ooh, 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 yeah, okay, hang on, I can do this, I can do this. Oh my god, this is horrible. E. Come on. Nope, E. Yep. Well, at least it's giving me another chance. Alright. Nope. No! No. Alright. Nope, wrong button. I actually kind of appreciate this. I'm not really big on quick time events, and this sort of has I guess a version of that. There we go. But that's sort of a balancing event, and I'm okay with it. That's actually kind of cute. It's checking, testing your dexterity, which is a perfectly appropriate test for that kind of activity. I like that.
Let's celebrate.
course I can.
Cheers.
Because I am Sherlock Bandit. This guy with a split lip, we know
Is the
him.
boss at his place?
Yeah, he's waiting for you.
Our man. I should find a way to follow him.
Luck is on my side.
Get out for a shilling.
All in.
Okay. Let's go talk to the guy who's outside because I don't know what I actually need to get inside.
You loser. The door to the gambling room is there.
And I'm not allowed in here, right?
It's not a gambling room, so get out of here.
Alright, what's down at this end? Oh, it's to the upper levels. Oh, I see. Which means I could probably wind my way into the other room eventually. Maybe? Let's check out the gambling room again then and see if we can find anything of importance. Alright.
Luck is on my side.
Get out for a shilling.
All in.
So there's a way across. That's interesting. Actually, is there anything else I can spot from here? Oh, it's gonna... Okay, hang on. Yeah.
I have to get across to the other side.
Right. Okay.
Luck is on my side.
Hey,
Get
what
out
do you think
for a
you're
shilling.
doing? That's private. Gamble or get out.
I have to create a diversion on one of the guards.
It's
away
my
from
Anything interesting in here? Probably not.
Snappy.
Think faster.
I don't need to make a diversion, do I? I mean, I think I can get in from the other... Oh no, hang on, it's on the opposite side of the building. That exit does not get me... Alright. Well, in that case, I do want to go out here to see if I can figure out... This just enables me to view the...
Bottoms up.
Alright. Nice little nook to view the festivities, but not actually doing me any good. Might act as an escape route later on, though. Alright. So I need a diversion.
Luck is on my side.
Get out for a shilling.
A button for a mechanism. He uses the extra cards to cheat. He uses a mirror to look at the cards during the deal. This is a holdout that deals extra cards. The rope leads from one sleeve to the other. If the rope's cut, it'll release the hidden cards and expose his trick. That's what I'll need to do for a diversion, then I can get outside.
It's my lucky day.
If the rope's cut, it'll
snappy.
release the hidden cards and expose his trick.
Luck is on my side.
A well-kept... Hello, knives.
Luck is on my side.
Get out for a shilling.
All in.
Probably need the knife.
It's my lucky day. Look at Snappy.
Think faster.
Luck is on my side.
Anything else I can gather from this room?
You loser.
All in.
No.
I can smell the money.
Hello, knives.
All in. I can smell the money. What are you looking at?
Get out for a shilling.
Look at Snappy.
You loser.
A well-cared-for hat. A well...
Yeah, but what I really want to do is maybe knock it over so that I can get the knife.
If the rope's cut, it'll
All in.
release the hidden cards and expose his
Smell
trick.
the money. What are you looking at?
Get out for a shilling.
Look at Snappy. All in. What are you looking at?
Bid up for a shilling.
Look it, Snappy.
You loser.
Yeah, I'm gonna win.
Come on, spot the thing. I get that I have to cut the rope, but
Luck is on my side.
Bid up for a shilling.
All in.
Ah, it's my lucky day.
Look
Fools.
it, Snappy.
Think faster.
Luck is on my side.
You loser.
All in.
I can smell the money.
What are you looking at?
Bid up for a shilling.
No, such a diversion will not help.
Luck is on my side.
Bid up for a shilling.
All in.
Ah, it's my lucky day. Fools.
Look it, Snappy.
I see.
Think faster.
Yeah, so here it is. Divert attention. Take the knife.
All in.
I can smell the
Cut the rope.
What are you looking at?
Bid up
Fight
for a
starts.
shilling.
Look it, Snappy.
You loser.
Yeah, I'm gonna win.
Guard moves.
Luck is on my side.
Bid up for a shilling.
All in.
Let's watch that sequence.
My lucky day. You loser.
Which gets me outside the building. Oh god. Oh god, this is worse because that's in the wrong. Okay, that's fine. Got it. Totally cool. It's only 2 things I have to deal with instead of 3 like the last thing. This I'm used to simply from flying all my ships around in Outer Wilds. Not that it's this complicated. Okay, I'm not sure where I'm supposed to take this, but... Oh, and then around back. Up the stairs and around the backside. Alright. That's the thing. Maybe? Oh, I have to get across to there, maybe? Alright. That would involve the crane that's down here, then. Yeah. Sure. Classic. Set up your own bridge problem. Let us go and figure out the deep mysteries of... Oh god. Not the same letter each time, which I'll admit adds to the yeah. Come on. the thing 8. Yeah.
They only left this room. They only left this room recently.
Okay. In compartment.
A clever invention for hiding gambling items in the event of a police raid.
Nice. Hey, the hammer. Here's the accounting for October. Pack of cards. Loss at poker, win at poker, loss at dominoes, win at dominoes. Interesting. Alright.
The hammer. Jack Cole, I remember him from the raid 3 years ago.
A key. Fair enough. What? I'm not allowed to take the key with me. So now you don't want to take items?
Doesn't look like a key from an ordinary door.
Ah, okay. Weird interface, but alright. Quickly take a close look around. See, once again, you're sloppy, Mr. Holmes, because you should be, like, you know, closing us up. The heck is wrong with you? Seriously, you're the worst burglar imaginable.
The guard's still here.
I'm sure the guard is still here. We can go back the other way. It's not a big deal to me. No, it's actually not going to let me. Oh, there's the thing I'm supposed to grab. All right.
The man from the gambling room is the same card cheating accessory.
All right. Ha! Let's do that again.
Every card.
Okay. Alright, so using the same Cheaty McCheaty deck and tricks. Alright, alright. Do we in fact have any way out of here?
The guard's still.
Items. Find a use. Well, I would think that it was here, but okay, so there is a secret door somewhere. There we go, and there's the mark on the wall.
A crack. There might be something behind the cupboard.
Yeah, there's a scratch. Yeah. Worst burglar ever.
Damn, I'm late. Left. It's evident that all of these items were stolen by Jack Cole's gang.
Okay. Thieved items from Jack Cole's gang.
From here, it's possible to observe what's going on inside the town.
Right, interesting.
It's the suitcase belonging to that fellow with the hairlip.
Well, now that's going to be interesting.
No doubt these things were stolen. No.
Okay, so maybe not so interesting. Oh, but what's this?
Our man. Most likely with his family.
Is that the mother? And that's Alice's. That's Alice's mother, probably.
Man. After moving into our new home.
Kettlebell clock book jacket. That's curious.
No doubt.
Okay, so that's the only thing I was meant to garner from that little pile. That only just enables me to look over what's in the tavern, which fine, I already know. Alright, well, let's see if we can go right out the front door.
The guard.
No, I cannot. I go out the back way now that I've done all the things. No, I cannot. So I have either not done all the things, or I have to do something to distract the guard. And again, I say,
It's evident that all of these items were stolen by Jack Cole's gang.
I don't know if the hairlip brought back any valuable loot that's held in a secret room. Well, yeah, okay, but I already kind of did all that, so... What can I do as a distraction? Can I close this back up again? No. Oops, not what I wanted to do.
No doubt.
Alright, well, the few potato chip munchies will left me with a bit of a powerful thirst. So I'm going to leave you for a few minutes looking over the bar, and I will be back in just a second. Alright, ladies and germs. I am back. Currently decided to try one of my friends. They gave me New Year's candy last night, just before I left for home. It's a little minty thing. It's definitely a lot more chalky than I had anticipated. Also, words to the wise, and I think I've said this in the stream before: drink the water and breathe the air. Do not get those two confused. Alright, so let's just goes to show you that I haven't learned that particular thing yet. Those who forget the past are condemned to repeat it. We are currently in the search of the thing that effectively triggers letting us out of this room. This is not a very sort of open world game, more is the pity. Of course, things that have sort of events and time constraints wouldn't really serve well from an open world, and mysteries are kind of one of those things where they're either at the right place at the right time or you miss out. But it also means there's something preventing me from sort of actively leaving this room. I can't go up the way of the guard. I can't go back the way I came, which makes no sense of any kind. So, depending on how you interpret this, this may mean we're simply missing a thing we are meant to find before we can progress. I guess it kind of makes sense. I don't want you to lock yourself out of the game by leaving and then not being able to come back, but I don't know what I'm looking for. Okay, hang on. But okay, to that point. Oh, hello. Oh no, just the teapot. To that point is what is it that it says we're supposed to disguise? Obtain information about the attack at the Green Dragon Tavern. Find out who is behind the attempt on your life. So tasks are not being helpful here. I probably can't do that, but I don't want to. In case that takes me out of here prematurely, which it shouldn't, if this is important. But all right. Yeah, as you can see, I did not do a lot of the character portraits particularly well. I always had an imprecise portrait at some point or other, but that's okay. I am definitely not Sherlock Holmes. I did my best and tried to justify my choices as I went along. So you can be the judge as to whether or not I did those things in somewhat logically in any case, even if I didn't get what the game considers to be the right answer, which is fine. I don't claim to be Holmes. I just play him on TV, Twitch, you know what I mean. Yeah, I've already looked over all of this, though. I mean, it's great that we can see that this guy is like a card sharp and a sneak. Cheater. Alright, is there anything I can use to distract the guard? See, this is... My current thought is that I have to actually actively distract the guard somehow. Because there's literally nothing else to act on here. Do not want to get into the habit of just wandering around and clicking on all the things. That's so LucasArts. Less LucasArts, I miss them so much. And Infocom. Yes, I'm that old. Storytelling at its finest, when you didn't have the fancy, pretty graphics to act as a panacea to bad gaming. Don't get me wrong, a beautiful game that also has the good gaming and good narrative is the bee's knees. So I just have my priorities. So anything on the ground? Anything? It's just remains of his lunch, and I know he's got himself a tidy little spot here. I mean, the bugs in the corner aside. Is there anything else in here that I'm missing? I don't think so. Oh!
Butler's pawn shop on Lambeth Street. But
Well, okay, there's a thing.
no doubt these.
Okay, did that actually give me a... No, it did not give me a new location. I'm gonna be really mad if the way that I get out of here is literally just to click on Baker Street. Because I don't think I've ever been in a position in this game where I've had to use the fast travel system in order to get out of a place. Alright, alright. I'm officially, unless there's paintings or something, I am in fact going to try to use the fast travel system to get out of here, because I don't think, I mean, I've already looked at that. Yeah, I've already looked at that. There's nothing on the other side. Alright, let's try it.
I need to finish here first.
Okay, good. It is preventing me for what the game is saying is a legitimate reason, probably that involves me trying to figure out how to deal with this. I don't have any items that would be relevant. Alright, what am I missing? What am I missing? Ladies and gentlemen of the jury. Alright.
Good man.
Yeah, and I already know that. River cards and ace of spades. Yes, I get that.
Yeah.
Always remember to look up. More than a few games have stumped me because of the, as Spock would put it, two-dimensional thinking that you get ossified into in walk-around games. There's just nothing. It doesn't appear to be anything. Okay, guys, what am I missing? Seriously. Okay. Ba-da-ba-ba. Can't get out that way.
It's evident that all of these items were stolen by Jack Cole's gang.
What could I do to distract the guard outside? I mean, if that's literally the way I'm supposed to go out. Am I at the point where I actually have to look up what I'm missing here? I would really rather hope it was not the case. I had to do that precisely once for a decoded message earlier in one of the other cases, and I was essentially right about the nature of the message. And I did not happen to get the exact combination of symbols. And that annoyed me to no end. That was very nearly inexcusable. Ordinarily, it wouldn't bother me in the slightest, but doing this on a stream, I'd actually like to have the stream to have some sort of termination eventually. Also, repeatedly wandering in and out of the same rooms is kind of boring. I sip water at the stream. I notice, in fact, that I did drink the water and breathe the air. I don't know what else I could possibly look at. Like, I'm tempted to think that this might have some relevance if I spotted a thing going on. There's nothing interesting about the stolen artifacts.
All of these items were stolen by Jack Cole's gang.
Over every inch of this with a fine-tooth comb. Might be interesting to see if that photograph location still exists, I guess, but I can't get out of here yet. The man with the hairlet brought Jack Cole a bag containing valuable loot. It's held in his secret room. But of course we got the information out of that we wanted. Knife with the initials JT was found in the attacker's jacket pocket.
The guard's still here.
Yeah, I realize the guard's still there. But, like, let me out already. Okay, broken pottery. I missing? I'm going to have that piano tune stuck in my head until the end of time. Well, at least until the end of the day. Alright, I have to admit it, I'm stumped. I'm missing a game mechanic thing here. I'm missing a thing to click on, or I'm missing looking in the right spot, because I mean, I know there's probably something I'm missing. But I'm now down to the point where I don't know where to look. And what that might mean is that I have to put this game down for a little bit and go and try to figure out a way to do the minimal necessary research to find out what to do next without spoiling myself on the rest of the game. Alright, I think that's what I'm going to do, because I am not seeing something obvious that the game thinks I should be able to spot. Maybe this is a good opportunity to grab another mug of coffee or something so that I can wake the heck up. Alright, so that's what I'm going to do. That is what I'm going to do. Pause, resume, options, main menu. Do you want to quit the main menu? All progress since the last save point will be lost. Well, I don't know where exactly the last save point was, but it's not like I can't rapidly get here anyway. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a pause. I'm going to see if I can wander around and grab a coffee or make a coffee or whatever. And I will figure out what I want to do when I come back to the stream. Maybe it'll be this game. Maybe it will be something else. Possibly this one, though, if I can find a way to get the information I need to progress. It's enough wandering around aimlessly while live on stream. So, thank you so much for watching the stream. I will be back in a little while. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all in the next stream.